how would you give words of encouragement and ideas as to how somebody can transition and do something similar to what you are doing, with whether the person is in Canada or in America or in Europe? You have touched it a bit, but I want you to get deep into it because people need this. How you were able to do this?
Okay. What I can say is, as I already told you, I just realized we have a lot of our people doing farming here. But one thing I'm going to say is, don't just go into farming thinking when you do have the harvest, you're going to look for people to buy them.
Okay.
I must say you can fail. If you are entering into farming, make sure you can add value to whatever that you are growing.
Okay.
And if you are up there, just take a product.
Okay.
We go to grocery store every day to buy food stuff. Just think about a product. Look on the shelves. You can even say our people like spicy stuff. So let me work on how I can produce spices hot sauce.
Yes.
How I can do hot sauce.
Okay.
Then you work. Now you can even go online and learn how to make stuff.
Okay.
And I must say, entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be strong-hearted. You have to be hardworking. Don't rely on people to work for you.
Okay.
You are the worker, and all those that are going to work with you are your helpers.
Okay.
So don't use your helpers to build your entrepreneurship. You are the worker yourself, and people that are around you are just helping you.
Yes.
So don't just say you have the money to do this job, so you're going to employ people to do for you. You will fail.
Okay. This is a very great idea.
The helpers are going, and we have to take a bold initiative. Don't be scared of anything. I have a lot of people who keep saying, "Oh, I have to wait for my pension. My kids are here. They have to finish school." No, it's wrong. Take
Yes.
the various embassies that are being deployed to Ghana or other parts of Africa. Do you think the Canadian embassy to Ghana, they will leave their kids in Canada and they will come here and work? No, they won't do that.
No.
Any part of Africa that they go, they take their kids.
Exactly.
And believe me, these children that we are having outside, if you don't bring them here frequently, if you don't build something here for them to see and work with you, whatever thing that you are doing here, brother, they will never follow suit. They will leave it for you.
Exactly.
So we shouldn't think about that part, that I have to let the kids finish school, I have to get my pension. No, pick a project, start working on it, give yourself 5 to 10 years. You're gonna make it. I've seen people doing it. That's why I also got the courage to do it.
Wow.
And it's working for me. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Right now, even if I have to go for a conference for a week or two, I'm scared. I'm scared to leave the work because it has to get to a point where I think my present go, and I'm very happy working here.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I'm being very honest with you.
Wow. So you mentioned, like hard work. that as an entrepreneur, you are working for yourself and everybody else is just assisting you. So you are the foremost worker.
Yes.
You and then you mentioned another thing which is very catchy. You talking about courage. Like be courageous and take a bold step. And
Exactly.
even if it has to include you bringing your kids to Africa and start a project, do so.
Exactly.
So,
I know I'm hitting hard. I know I'm hitting very hard on this, but I know the reason why I'm saying this.
yes,
We spend our lives bringing these kids up, and even when they grow, they're gonna leave you, my brother.
exactly,
They will leave you.
exactly,
I don't say we shouldn't take good care of our kids. We do, but we shouldn't be limited because of them.
yes. And the truth of the whole story is pretty much everybody wants to live in Ghana and live like a stress-free life, have a freedom, have a peace of mind, and even more
Yeah,
specifically in a country where everybody seems to look like you with a similar culture and having the respect. But
mm-hmm.
we keep this recyclical thinking that I have to get my pension, I have to get my kids to this level, I have to, and sometimes you are scared to take that bold step. And I know people like you is changing the narrative, and I know as you have done, many people will follow suit and do similar things like that. Now,
Yeah,
now in America, right now as we speak, where
yeah.
where can somebody find your product?
I should say I'm now talking to some of the African grocery stores.
Okay,
I had about 6 people who are gonna get them from next month.
good,
So once they get them, I can give you all the locations and the names of the stores and everything.
awesome, awesome,
Yeah, but I have people who have them in Canada, African Safari, and other grocery stores.
in Canada,
Aside that, those in the UK, yeah, they buy from me, then I ship it to them.
awesome. So let me take your final word. It looks like we've had a bit time on this show. Let me take your final word. What you want to tell Ghanaians in Ghana right now, and all Africans that are in Africa, and also Africans in the diaspora. What will you tell them as CEO of FT Foods?
What I can tell my brothers and sisters outside is they should take advantage of what they see and what they've learned. Because those living in Ghana, they don't see the opportunities. There are
Yes.
so many things going on here. We have a lot of Ghanaians who don't see the prospects in Ghana and other parts of Africa. They all want to travel. If
Yes.
you are there and you tell them not to travel, they don't see it.
That's
I
true.
bet they keep yeah, they keep fighting with us why we say they shouldn't come. Everybody want to travel,
Exactly.
but those outside see that we have opportunities here.
Exactly.
So let's keep talking to them. Let's make them move, start something here so they can see that whatever we are telling them is the truth.
Exactly.
I see a lot of videos, people outside telling Ghanaians not to come abroad, And all that they say is, if it's not good, why are you still there? And it's true.
Exactly.
If we keep telling them it's not good to live there, why are we still there? Let's come start something, work on it, so they can realize what we are saying is the truth.
Exactly. Exactly. You just brought something up, and okay, like just this. Do you think, because when I was in Ghana, I was actually teaching when I was in Ghana,
Uh-huh.
and even
Okay.
though the idea of people traveling to America, UK, Canada is not such a great idea, but for some reason also, it looks like my worldview has changed. And when I look at Ghana right now, I could see many opportunities,
Hmm.
right? Which, when I
Yeah.
was in Ghana and had not traveled, I never saw those opportunities.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that
It's very.
I have this philosophy, right? The philosophy that
Mhm.
everybody should travel, but everybody must come back, right? I have that philosophy
Exactly.
because sometimes, how do you say it? Because sometimes it feels like when you travel, even though you were in catering school, you were doing great, but when you travel, but now it looks like even how you do the recipe, the ideas, don't you think part of it is coming from the fact that you have lived in Canada?
Yes, it's true though, because even when I came to spend 4 years here, I started ice cream cake business,
Okay.
and I took the recipe that we have. Like, if you go to the grocery store just to buy yogurt, you see one yogurt has about six or more flavors.
Yes.
I decided to take the ice cream cake to a different level. I had about seven different flavors.
Wow.
I had ice cream cake ginger, ice cream cake vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, peanut, and mango,
Wow.
just for ice cream cake. Yeah.
You picked one
And
product,
now
multiply it into many flavors.
that's it, because everybody have choice. Everybody have their flavor.
That's true.
So you don't stick to just one flavor. Yeah.
Wow.
Just like the Gary milk that I'm doing now. I have about 12 flavors now, but I haven't brought
Wow.
everything out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Going outside helps a lot. By now, you can even learn things on YouTube,
Exactly.
TikTok,
That's
and
true.
all that. Instead of spending time on funny videos and all that, you can learn and add up to
That's
whatever thing that you are doing through social media. Yeah.
that is exactly true. That is exactly true. And I hope that the youth in Ghana will listen to you and listen to us to start something, because all of us here are thinking of coming back home and start something. And even though
Yeah.
I've gained a lot of experience, which I think I never would have got those experiences if I never traveled. However, if
Mm.
they will listen and use you as a model, somebody who is changing the narratives in Africa, and they could start something for themselves, I think we will all be better off.